Good morning, everyone. Robert here, RJL 518. Welcoming you back to Continental Airlines Arena for the second period of this APBA hockey playtest between the Florida Panthers and the New Jersey Devils. I want to thank Dave Gardner and Hockey Unreal for putting some comments on the first period, letting me know what I made mistakes on. As I learned, there is no ODAI on a tip-in, so it stays as a regular shot on goal threat thanks to Mr. Gardner. I hope some of you guys will join me today. This is the second period of this game here at the Continental Airlines Arena between the Panthers and the Devils. And Hockey Unreal said, yep, he happened to agree with me, saying the 90s was a great decade of hockey. I totally agree. Like I said, I think the 90s was a great time. You got great players. You got players from the 80s that were getting up there in years. You had young players in the 90s, and of course, you had some rookies that would make sense in the 2000s. So we're going to go ahead and try the second period here so we can play a little faster, but I'm going to be playing slow. I'm only using 2 sets of dice. I'm not going to be rolling a whole bunch of dice. I'm going to just take it one at a time, and we'll see what happens today. So we have no score going in the second period here between the Panthers and the Devils. No score. So there were a good amount of shots. I have not really kept any stats. Maybe when I start a regular season with the Panthers, maybe I will keep stats, but I'll probably keep stats. So there was only one big shot on goal, and that was Dave Lowry, who had a shot on Martin Brodeur, but he was able to stop it. So pretty much there were not that many shots on goal. There were not really real good-looking goals that really did. There was only one that really made a difference, and that was Lowry's shot, but Brodeur made the save. So let's begin the second period. We have a face-off at center ice between Rob Niedermeyer and Neil Broughton. So let's begin. Let's see. Broughton has a 3 as a advantage +1. So let's see what we get. That is a 4, and that goes to the disadvantaged left defenseman, and that, of course, goes to Warner. So Niedermeyer wins the face-off, and it goes to Warner. Let's see what he does. And that is a 31. And I really should just put those up there, right? 31, that is a 16, and that's going to be intercepted by the left wing. So that goes to Steve Thomas. Thomas takes the puck now. 53, and I know that's supposed to be matchups. I'm not going to do matchups. I'm going to go straight. I'm not going to do matchups in this first game. 53 is a 19. And 19, that is intercepted by the right wing. So Scott Mellenby takes that. Mellenby will roll here, 23. And that is a 5. And that's going to be a shot on goal. If there is an assist rating higher than 23, and there is, Garpenlov has an assist rating of 23. So that is going to be a shot on goal for Mellenby. His shot range is a 24. And that is a 31. Brodeur will go away and come away with the save. Let's see what he has. Brodeur was an excellent goalie in his time with New Jersey. One of the best goalies in the history of the game. That is a save by Brodeur, 55, and that is a 2. And that is a save picked up by the right defenseman. So that is picked up by Scott Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer will bring it up. See what he does. 66, that's going to be a shot on goal for him, straight. I will check the ODAI to be sure, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be just fine as I go ahead and get my thing here. So let's check the ODAI just to be sure. Let's see, 3, 5, let's see, 7, 10, 13, no. So it's a shot on goal for Niedermeyer. His shot range is a 13 on the Beezer. That's a 31. That's going to be a save. And the Beezer, 23, and that's going to be a 6. And that is a save, and it's smothered for a face-off. So the Beezer takes a shot from Niedermeyer, but the Beezer goes ahead and takes care of it. have a face-off between Rob Niedermeyer and Neil Broughton. Boy, watching these guys, just seeing these names on the ice bring back memories. That's why inside the crease, I really do like inside the crease, even though I have not finished that Flyers-Panthers game, but I really want Chris to get the 95-96 season. But right now, I'll be honest with you, APBA actually plays pretty well. It actually plays pretty smoothly. So Niedermeyer and Broughton will face off at center ice. Actually, it's a defensive zone. It's a defensive zone face-off, but we're just going to have a regular face-off here. Steeler fan joins us here. Thank you. Good morning, sir. Let's see. That is an 8, and it's Vantage +1, and that is again won by the left wing. So Niedermeyer wins the face-off, and it goes to Garpenlov. Let's see what he does. Garpenlov, that's going to be a shot on goal for Garpenlov. I don't think the ODAI is going to make a difference on that. I don't think it's going to make a difference on that. I know that the ODAI on this line is pretty high. Let's see, 4, 8, 10, 14, 19. And the ODAI actually increases it to 1, which makes it a 2, but that's still going to be a shot on goal for Garpenlov. His shot range is a 26. And that is a 60. That is a 65. That's going to be a save by Martin Brodeur. And a 43 on him, and that is a 29. And that is going to be a save. Shot on goal, opposing left wing. Save, shot on goal, opposing left wing. And the left wing is Garpenlov. So Brodeur, but Garpenlov gets the save. Dave Gardner says leaving the rink now. Home Sue, if you have questions, I certainly will, Dave. Thank you very much for all your help, by the way, in that first period. So far, I am liking APBA hockey. So that's a shot to the left wing. So Garpenlov has a shot on goal. His range again is a 26. That's a 32. Brodeur will go ahead and save that again. And that is going to be a 24. That is a 19. And that is going to be saved. Picked up by the opposing left defenseman. So that's picked up by Warner. Let's see what Warner can do here. 1988 Penn State at Notre Dame. 14-0 Irish at the half. Ooh, yes. Stratomatic college football. I missed that game. For some reason, I thought that game played better than their regular pro football game. I wish I could find it. I really wish I could. And they don't make the Cards and Dice college football game anymore. It's only on that. Warner, let's see, 14. That is a 30. And that is going to be icing on Warner. So we'll have a face-off. And that is a time sequence. So we're down to 17 minutes left to play in the second period. Still no score. 17 minutes left to go. Let's do a line change. Getting close to the line, so I'll go ahead and do a quick line change here. We'll bring out the second defensive line for both teams. We'll do a line change here. Let's see. Right wing, Barnes. Lowry is left wing. So let's see here. Holik is in center. He goes to Richey is in right. Abilene's in left. Penn State and Notre Dame used to always watch those games back in the day. It was always fun to see. I think that's a rivalry that needs to be. I think that's a rivalry that really needs to be brought up. They need to I think Penn State and Notre Dame need to play each other again every year. I always remember watching those games in the 70s between Joe Paterno and Ara Persigan or Devine. Those were just the great times of college football. Of course, college football, I think, tonight really is even better. I love college football. You guys know it. You know I love college football. It's the greatest thing on planet Earth. 17 minutes, second period. Next lines are up. And let's see what we have here. And let's see what we got. So Stu Barnes and Bobby Holik will meet at center at the defensive zone. And that is an 11, and that is an even 11, and that is won by the advantage right defenseman. So that is won by Jason Smith. So Smith has the puck. 31, and that is a 16, and that is intercepted by the left wing. So Dave Lowry goes ahead and takes the puck there. 26, that's a 24, and that is intercepted by the left defenseman. So Ken Danico goes ahead and takes the puck. Danico will see what he has here. 66, that's going to be a shot on goal for Danico, although that's going to be a difficult shot. He's only got a shot range of 11. So the only way Danico gets this, has a shot on the Beezer, is snake eyes. The ODAI won't change it anymore, so won't change it, and that's a 32. The Beezer will stick that away, and that's going to be a 63. That's a 38, and that is a save deflected into the seats for a face-off. And we have time sequence. So the Beezer goes ahead and makes a save on a pretty bad shot by Danico. Yes, Notre Dame's last national championship. You got to remember, Steeler fan, I love college football. I can watch any game from Alabama versus Auburn, Oklahoma, Texas, Ohio State, Notre Dame, USC, UCLA, Florida State, Miami. I can watch all the power conferences, and of course, I'll still watch Akron versus Western Michigan. Watched last year's game between Coastal Carolina and Liberty. Trust me, I just love college football. So Barnes and Holik will meet at center ice, and I'm going to go at center ice for a face-off. It is even. That is a 10, and that goes to the home right wing, and that goes to Stephon Richer. Richer has the puck. And that is a 35. That is a 2. Richer has a shot on goal opportunity. Now, I was told by Dave Gardner that even if the ODAI raises it to the tip in, you cannot have an ODAI change it to a tip in, is what he said. So it's going to be a straight shot on goal, although I'll check the ODAI for the Panthers, which is 4, 7, 11, 13, and 16. So it would be a 0 anyway on forecheck 2. Both teams are forechecking 2. So it is a shot on goal for Richer. His shot range is a 21. And that one was Suadice. I'll re-roll that. 35, that's going to be a save by Beezer. And he rolls a 35, and that is a 4, and that's picked up by the left wing. So Dave Lowry goes ahead and gets that. Lowry goes ahead and takes the puck up ice. 43, and that is a 29, and that's going to be intercepted. That's going to be intercepted by the left defenseman. So that's taken care of by Danico. He brings the puck up. Danico, 26. That's a 24, and that is going to be intercepted by the left defenseman. So Woolley will go ahead and get that puck. Let's see, 46. And let's see here, 46 from Woolley, and that is a 44. And that's going to be a possible bench minor. And we'll find out here. Florida's bench minor rating is a 13. Nope, no bench minor there. New Jersey has a 0 for bench minor, so it's not going to be a bench minor. And let's see, that was a 44. So a neutral zone face-off. So we re-roll the die to see what we have. That is 10. That's going to be a rare play. That's going to be a rare play. So I got my first rare play, so we go there. I got to see how we work the rare plays. I haven't had that yet. So we have a rare play coming up. And let's see here, rare plays. I'll get that here. Where are the rare plays? Wide shots, dump and chase, assists. Rare play chart. Following through with play with rare play chart. So rare play chart procedures. So a certain goal, neutral rare play, the actual numbers may come up a shot by the goal, maybe the tempo, for example, rolling at both dice. All right, so it is a rare play. So I guess 2 dice total between 2 and 4, 2 dice total between 5 and 6, 2 dice total between 7 and 9, 2 dice total between 10 and 12. Now, is that the original dice roll? Let's see. Yeah, it does. Thank you there, Gillies Tebow. An honor to have you here as well, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the guys sometimes stream a new game. It doesn't matter. Sometimes we got to take it here. I'm actually hoping, you guys are the experts here to help me out with this. And so far, I do like it. I will admit, between APBA baseball and APBA hockey, I can tell you right now, I'm having more between the two. New dice roll. All right. So that is a 4. So we go to the. So I gather I go to the 2 dice total between 2 and 4, and then I roll another dice roll in that. So that is a 64. Highest on ice major rating starts fight with opponent highest major rating. Instigator receives 5 minute fight 5 minute minor misconduct and game misconduct. No misconduct if miss is 0. Opponent player also receives fight 5 minute. If no opponent major rating, highest minimum rating receives minor for roughing. All right, so let's start that again. So highest on ice major rating starts fight with opponent highest major rating. So the highest major rating for the Panthers is Lowry. He has a 13. The highest major rating for the Devils is Jason Smith, and he has a 31. All right. So highest on ice major rating starts fight. Instigator receives fight 5 minute penalty. So now I got to find out who instigated the fight, I guess. Let's see here. So let's try this. Sometimes I wish Apple wouldn't put their charts in with the main rule book. I think sometimes the chart book should be separate from the rule book, so you can always have the chart open. So let's see. So I guess, Jason Smith is going to fight with Dave Lowry, I gather, according to this. Instigator receives fight 5 minute minor, 5 minute minor misconduct and game misconduct. No misconduct if misconduct is a 0. Well, Smith has no misconduct and Lowry has no misconduct rating. Opposing player receives fight 5 minute. So the highest on ice rating. So Jason Smith has the highest on ice rating. So he started the fight. Lowry is the one he fought. So it's going to be so both Jason Smith and Dave Lowry are going to go to the penalty box. I'm going to figure that to be a 4-on-4, I believe. The highest on it. So Smith and Lowry fight it off. Instigator receives a fight 5 minute, which is Smith. So he gets a 5 minute penalty for fighting, a minor and a misconduct. And Lowry just receives a 5 minute fight. So it's going to be a 4-on-4. And if it's also a minor penalty, so I'm going to figure the Panthers are going to have a power play for 2 minutes after the 5. I'm figuring that's how that works. So at 14 minutes here in the second period. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change lines anyway. So we have a face-off, but we're going to change lines. We're going to bring out the Panther next line here. So Lowry will sit in the penalty box. And we're going to have Dvorak out for that. Panthers will bring out Paul Laws and Smith. And let's see here. But yeah, I can actually say I can already say that the APBA hockey game to me is more fun to play than the APBA baseball game. That I can say for sure. The APBA baseball game was just roll and follow the charts, and that's pretty much it. I just really cannot. I couldn't really get into APBA baseball. So let's see, right defenseman, and we're gonna have who's gonna be out on for the Devils. It's going to be Person. So I gather I have a 4-on-4 for 5 minutes. So that means that till 9 is when that penalty ends, and then the Panthers will have a power play till 7. I'm figuring that's how that works. I really don't know. So we have a 4-on-4 for the next on that. So 4-on-4, 14 minutes, second period, Panthers and the Devils. Well, let's see what happens here. I'm not entirely sure. And let's see. I know, you know what they usually do. I know they usually bring a forward up to play defense or something, but I'm just going to keep it the way it is and see how it goes. All right, so let's do a face-off here. 14 minutes, 4-on-4. Belanger and Brylan will now go ahead and face off. And it is the Panthers are the +1. That's going to be a 5, and that goes to the disadvantaged right wing. And so that goes to John McClain. So McClain has it. Let's see how this works. 20. That is a 25. That is a 1. McClain's going to have a shot on goal. Get back to the chart. It's going to be a shot on goal here. Both teams are still in forechecking too. So let's see, 25. So that is a shot on goal for McClain. His shot range is a 15. He shoots against the Beezer, 34. Nope, the Beezer will go ahead and take care of that. And that is a 63. That is a 38. Save deflected into the seats. And we'll have another face-off. So the Beezer makes another save. Belanger and Brylan will go ahead and face off again. So let's see what we got here. 63 and or 9, I should say. 9, and that is advantage center. So Belanger wins the face-off. 62, that is a 9, and that is a block shot. And I'm not playing the block shot rules. That just goes straight to the left defenseman, but there is no left defenseman. So I think that Dave Gardner says that if there's no player in that position and there's no player at the position, it goes to the player. But let's see here on that. Goes to the left defenseman. See, 62, so 9. Block shot. So in this case, I'll actually use the block shot chart. I have that here. Block shot charts. I'll just roll it here and see what happens. So block shot 9. Puck deflects to center. All right, so we'll give it to Brylan. Makes sense. All right, so Brylan has the puck for the Devils. And 66, that's going to be a shot on goal for Brylan. And of course, the ODAI doesn't matter there, so it would matter there. So Brylan takes a shot. Needs a 15 or lower, 64. Beezer will take care of that. 21, that's a 14. That is a 14, and that is a save picked up by the right defenseman. So Paul Laws gets that. So Laws has the puck. 22, that's a 31, and that is going to be a pass. But if the physicality is a 10 or higher by the jersey, it's intercepted. Let's see. So 2, 4, 9, 11. Yeah, even with 4 men on the ice, the Devils still intercept that pass. So that is intercepted by the left defenseman, but there is no left defenseman. There is no left defenseman. Jeez. He's out of position there on these 4-on-4s. There is something I know about that, though. So there's no left defenseman. So what is it again if there is nothing there? If the interception is listed as going to a position which is not occupied at that time, roll the dice again for the player in possession. Oh, okay. So Belanger rolls again. 25. And that is 1. So Belanger is going to have a shot on goal. His shot range is a 23. Reroll. Okay, thank you there, Gillies. So Belanger has a 23 shot on Brodeur. That is a 13. Belanger has a shot on Martin Brodeur. That's on net. Brodeur has to make a save here. Let's see what he does. Belanger shoots on Martin Brodeur, and it is a 6. That is a 15. That is a 3, and save by Martin Brodeur. He makes a save. And that is picked up by the center. That goes to Brylan. Brodeur makes another on-net save. Belanger had a good shot, but Brodeur makes it, and he gives it to Brylan. Brylan, 45, and that is a 26. And that is intercepted by the left wing. So that goes to Lindsay. Lindsay, let's see here. 12. And Lindsay's a 25. And that is intercepted by the right defenseman. That goes to Chambers. Chambers, 43. That is a 9. And that's going to be a block shot. So I'm going to roll on the block shot chart to see where that goes to. Because I normally would go to the left defenseman, but the left defenseman is not there. Am I wrong? The coincidental penalty is not a 4-on-4. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's maybe still a 5-on-5, but I know there's 2 people in the penalty box. I know that. That's why I was thinking it was a 4-on-4 for fighting. I wasn't sure. You could be right, Matt. I'm not entirely certain. Like I said, my hockey rules knowledge is not bad, but it's not great either. 45, puck deflects to the left wing. I'll just go ahead and give that to Mike Paluzzo, and he'll bring it up. If it's 4-on-4, the right way to handle it, move the forward and place him with a defenseman, never play 1D. It depends on year you are playing. If it's on 4-on-4, the right way is to remove a forward and replace him with a defenseman, never play 1D. After 93, they went back to 4-on-4 for coincidentals. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because but like I said, Matt, I think you're right, Matt. I think you're right. So maybe I should have had the forwards missing. I think you're right on that. So I should have replaced him with a forward. So, all right. Well, tell you what, let's finish out the play. 11 minutes left to go in the period. Paluzzo has the puck. 66, that's a shot on goal. Paluzzo has a 15. That is a 61. The Beezer will go ahead and make that save. And that's going to be a 12-25. 25, and that's a save. Shot on goal, opposing highest scoring forward. Check clear. So Chambers' clearing rating's a 2, but yeah, so I understand what he's talking about. You know what? I'm just going to call it I'm going to say Beezer. We're going to clean up the mess here a little bit. I'm just going to call for a neutral zone face-off as Beezer will just make the save and a timeout. So 10 minutes, 30 seconds left to play. We're going to change lines. All right, so really the center spot should be empty, is what you guys are saying. So we'll go ahead, and it's still 4-on-4 for another minute 30. So I'll go ahead and turn the centers over, and we'll keep the on that. Fights allow subs, so they stay 5-on-5. Okay, so it really should have been 5-on-5 all this time, right? Gillies? All right, so it should have been 5-on-5. Just the players that were fighting are in the penalty box. They just can't come on their lines, I guess. All right, but I still know there was an extra minor, so I know the Panthers will get a power play at 9 minutes. Thank you there, guys. All right, like I said, sorry, I just have my hockey knowledge is kind of it's average. It's not like my baseball knowledge or my football knowledge. All right, so 10:30 left to play, second period. Should have been 5-on-5 all this time. Very well, not a problem. Like I said, this is just a play test. I'm not counting this. I'm not counting this at. I'm not counting this in any standings or anything like that. And I probably will do a Florida Panthers season for 95-96. So we'll see. So 10:30 left to play, second period. Still no score. As Dave Gardner says, you should always have 2 defensemen and a center on the ice at all times. So when you have a penalty defenseman, put on a defenseman and have one of the wings serve the penalty. Also, Dave is right. Nerd 2 defensemen out there. Thank you, brothers. All right, so 5-on-5, Scrudlin and Dowd. We have a face-off at center ice. And it is Scrudlin is an excellent face-off. So that's a +3 for Florida. So advantage +3, that is an 8. And advantage right wing, so that goes to Fitzgerald. So Fitzgerald has the puck. 31, and that is a 3 for Fitzgerald. That is a shot on goal tip in, but we got to check the ODAI to see if that changes. So let's see. So the ODAI 4, 6, 9, 13, 18. So the ODAI is a +1, so that changes that 3 to a 4. So it's just going to be a shot on goal. So Fitzgerald has a shot range of a 16. Nope, that's going to be a save by Brodeur. And that's a 32. That's a 26. And that is a save, shot on goal. But you got to check clearing rating. So Niedermeyer's clearing rating is a 3. Stevens is a 5. So I think you said on the clearing rating, it's so they got 8 minus. So it's 8 minus 10. So that's -2. So that is going to be I believe that's going to be cleared for a neutral zone for a defensive zone face-off. It just has to be it's roll 2 dice because I was only rolling 1 die, Dave, and it's supposed to roll 2 like you said. So let me just check that rule here, and let's see here. So shot on goal. Where is that here? Let's see here. Where are you? There you go. So here we go. So that means the shot sequence may get another shot on goal. Clear the rebound from it. So roll both dice and add them and then subtract the total of the clearing ratings. If that number is above 0, the opposing player with the highest scoring forward gets an automatic number 0 or less. The puck is cleared, deflecting off the glass for defensive zone face-off. All right, so it is a face-off. So that was cleared by Niedermeyer or Stevens. You roll higher than a combined clearing rating. Yep, as you said. So we're down to 10 minutes left to play in the period. So Scrudlin and Dowd will go again with a face-off. So let's see what we get here. And that is a 3, advantage +3, advantage left defenseman. So that is taken by Warner. Warner, 6-15, that is a 7. And that is a shot on goal, block 2. The ODAI doesn't matter. So in this case, you don't go any higher than 7. So block 2, shot on goal. So the block rating for Niedermeyer is 2. Stevens is 3 + 2 is 5. And that's +2 is a 7. That should have been a shot on goal because you rolled higher than the clear rating. But I thought you subtracted 10 minus. Yep, that's right. You know what? That's right. Okay, because I subtracted it. All right, I should have added it. All right, not a problem there, Dave. Thank you, brother. So we'll just finish where we're at. So that should have been, now it's a block. So that is a block +2. So, like I said, I wish they had the rules separate from the chart book. Let's see here. I keep on forgetting the block rules. So, let's see here. Reroll one die. A shot on goal occurs unless the sum of the block shot ratings of the two opposing defensemen and the number is greater than or equal to 12. They're already a 7, so I don't even have to roll the dice. That's going to be a block shot. Like the clock with the marker and the chips. Thank you, sir. Oh, let's see here. So, let's see. So we have, so it's a block shot, and that's automatically taken by the left defenseman. I'm not going to use the shot. So Stevens will go ahead and block it. So Stevens has the puck. 26, and that is a 16. And we check the ODAI on that, which we will do. So let's see. So 3, 5, 10, 15, 19. So that's a +1 on the ODAI. So instead of a 16, it goes to a 17, and that's going to be intercepted by Scrudland. So Scrudland has the puck now. 33, and that is going to be a shot for Scrudland, shot on goal. It's a 1, so the ODAI is not going to matter, even because it would only be a +1. So Scrudland gets a shot on goal. That is a 15. Nope. Brodeur will go ahead and take care of that. And it's a 55 for him. That is a 2. And that's picked up by the right defenseman. So he makes the save, and it goes to Niedermeyer. Now we're on a 5-on-4 power play. Last I checked. So, because get your ODA ratings. I know I have to do that. I'm going to create a chart for that, for ODAI ratings. I mean, I have my ODA charts in front of me here. I just have to add them up with the lines. So, but that's okay. I don't mind adding it up. So now we're on a 9. So now we're on a power play. So we're now on a power play. Last I checked, at least I thought it was a power play for 2-minute minor. When you get a 5-minute major and there's a minor, so now it should be a power play, correct, for the Panthers for 2 minutes? Sometimes I wish I could have somebody playing with this game with me at the same time. You know what, Dave? One of these days, what you're going to have to do one day is, you have a score sheet. I understand that. So it should be a power play because now because the Devils instigated the fight. So now it should be a 2-minute power play for the Panthers. Should be a 2-minute power play for the Panthers. So, but we're in the middle. So Niedermeyer has the puck, though. I'm not sure if that's how that works. Due to the rare play. Jeez. All right. So should have happened right off the bat. You think the 2-minute power play should happen right off the bat? You know what? I think you're correct, Dave. I think the power play should have occurred off the bat first. Then you have the fight. Then you have the major. Okay. All right. Tell you what. I'll kill the power play, and we'll just keep it going at 5-on-5. So Niedermeyer has it. Jeez, I wish my hockey rules were better. 31, and Niedermeyer has the puck. That is a 5, and that is a shot on goal neutral zone faceoff, but I already know that the ODAI is going to raise that to a 6 because Panther OAI is +1. Just a minor. Okay. Thank you, guys. So that's going to be a +1. So that goes from a Soga NFC to a shot on goal block +1. So the ODAI I already know makes that a 6 because the Panthers have a +1 ODAI. So block +1. So Warner has a block of ones. Vela has a block of 2. So that is a 3 + 1 is a 4. So I know I roll a die. That is a 6. That is a 6, and I believe that is going to be a block. Shot on goal occurs unless the sum of the block shot ratings at the number to the right is greater than or equal to the sum of the additional die roll. So, yeah, that's a block. That's a block. That's a 6 I rolled. So, at least I think so. A 6 would be a shot. Okay, so a shot for Niedermeyer. So his shot range is a 13. And nope, that's going to be saved by the Beezer. And that is a 51. That is a 3. That is a 3, and that's going to get picked up by the center Scrudland. And we're going to do a change on the fly. We're going to do a line change. So the Panthers are going to dump it in. So we'll do a change on the fly. Got to get them in there. That is both the opposing center. So Dowd gets that, and the Panthers will change on the fly. Okay, so they change on the fly. Now the Devils. So the Devils now have the puck, and they're going to change their lines as well. Now, when you change on the fly, is that a time sequence or no? When you do a change on the fly, is that an automatic time sequence or no, Dave? Oh, you may change. Oh, the rule. I got the rule right in front of me. Change on the fly, sitting your possession. You can change any or all your skaters and place minute roll both dice in check. No time sequence occurs in the situation. Thank you, brother. I just saw the rule right there. All right, the Devils are going to do the same thing. They're going to change on the fly, and that's going to go to the opposing center. So Niedermeyer will get that, and the Devils will also change their lines. So out comes their first line. So here's Neil Broughton and Stephen Thomas. Actually, Thomas is at left wing because Bill Guerin's a better right wing. Niedermeyer and Stevens come out. And we bring out Smith. Danico's actually a left defenseman, and Smith's at right. Okay. All right, so both teams have changed on the fly. There's 8:30 left to play in the second period. Still no score. Niedermeyer has the puck, 51. That is a 4, and I believe that is a .51, and that is a 4. That is a shot on goal. Let's see if the ODAI changes that. So let's see here. So let's see, 4, 8, 10, 13, 17. So yes, that's going to change it to a +1. So the 4 becomes a 5. And now that's a shot on goal assist. And the assist rating is 51. And nobody has that assist rating. So that's just going to be a neutral zone faceoff. So the New Jersey Devil prevents a shot on goal by adding. I can see why I can see how the ODAI actually does work here. I mean, in some cases it does, but in some cases it might not matter. Like on ones, an ODAI is really not going to matter unless you got a +3 ODAI, ODI. But I can see where in this case the ODI made a difference because I got to not just learn the game itself, I got to learn the game mechanics. So in this case, Niedermeyer had a shot on goal, but then the ODAI brings that up to 1, and then it becomes a Soga assist. Neutral zone face-off, but because there were no assists for the 51, it now becomes a face-off in a way, kind of like offsides, I guess. So I could see what the ODAI does make a difference on some plays. Not all of them, but some plays. But some plays it does. I could see where the ODAI can make a difference. You're right. It's fine-tuning. It doesn't always change things, but it will sometimes. You're correct there, Uncle Dave. All right, so Niedermeyer and Broughton will face off at center ice. Neutral zone face-off. Still 8 minutes left to go. I've had no penalties in this period except for the fighting major, but that was it. Let's see. That is a 12. Broughton has the +1 advantage. That goes to the defensive end of right defenseman, so that went to Murphy. So Gordon Murphy has the puck. 46, and that is a 42. And as soon as I say that, possible bench minor. Panthers bench minor ratings of 13. Nope. New Jersey has a 0, so no possible bench minor. And neutral zone face-off 2-9. And it will be another face-off. And that does take the time sequence down. So Niedermeyer and Broughton will face off against each other. I don't know, Dave, I know you've been getting a lot of seasons. Do you think the 90s was you love going forecheck one with a lead late in a high defense rating and knock the teams down 3 on the chart and crush their soul? Gillies. That's bad, Gillies. That's bad. I don't know. You guys like the 90s? I thought the 90s G-Puck, Hockey Unreal. Hockey Unreal actually he agreed with me. He thought the 90s was a great decade of hockey. I just know another reason why I chose this is because unfortunately Inside the Crease doesn't have 95, 96. Now if they did, I would have went with that one. But I'm liking the way APBA plays. All right. And they have pretty much all the players. They're missing a few, but they were minor. I thought the 90s was a great decade of hockey. I thought they were. 91 and 92 were great. Sure. I mean, because I know pretty much all of these players. I mean, I put the 2015-16 players. Now I know Barkov, I know Ekblad, Luongo and stuff, but these are the guys I was really watching back in the 90s. I mean, of course, this was the year the Panthers played for the Cup. I thought this was their best team. And, I thought the 90s were best. I don't know if I get any more. I was thinking if I did get another season, I would go back to the 80s and play Gretzky's either 84, probably Gretzky's 84 or 85 or 85, 86. Wayne Gretzky was my favorite player. I have to admit, he was. Would anybody here would anybody agree with me here that Wayne Gretzky was the Michael Jordan of hockey? He changed the game. Wayne Gretzky changed the game of hockey. I just felt he was. I don't know. Was he the Michael Jordan of hockey? Anybody have any problems? I'm not going to take anything away from Bobby Orr, Bobby Hull, or any of the great hockey players back in the time. But I just thought that Wayne Gretzky was the Michael Jordan of hockey. He changed the game. Just like Michael Jordan changed basketball, I think Wayne Gretzky changed the game of hockey. Face-off between Niedermeyer and Broughton. And Broughton has a +1. So that is a 7. That goes to the advantage right wing. So that goes to Bill Guerin. So Guerin has the puck. 54. And that is a 32. And that is a pass, but it could be a physical 14. So let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 10. Nope, it's going to be a pass. That's going to be a pass. And we'll make the pass to Steve Thomas. He has the highest shot range. Thomas will go ahead and take it. 56, and that is a 34. And we got a penalty, a 2-minute minor on Thomas. We have a 2-minute minor on Thomas. We have a penalty. So we finally have, and the Panthers will be on the power play. Now, Dave, you were talking about the one thing that Inside the Crease allows you to do is that if a penalty is called, okay, it's a delayed penalty and you can complete the play. The one thing you said about APBA is a way to go ahead, try to create a way where, for a delayed penalty, because I think you're correct. Because right now we already know there's penalties on Thomas, so he gets called for a 2-minute minor. So there's got to be a way where Florida can, so the other team has a chance to get the puck and try to complete maybe a shot before the penalty actually takes effect. But I'll actually work on that. Meanwhile, it's going to be a penalty on Thomas. We're going to have a line change. So Panthers will go to lines. So we'll change the lines for the teams. So it is going to be a 5-on-4. The one thing about the 90s, you had the goons. You had the goons, you know. Even today, you really don't have any goons. You got some, but back in the 90s, you really had goons out there. Their job was very simple: to piss the other team off. All right, so we're on a power play, so Halik will be out. So it's going to be a 5-on-4. Seven minutes left to play, so we have a 2-minute power play for the Panthers. So now we go special teams. That's the first real power play in this period. So Stu Barnes. Face-off rating is a 2, and he'll go up against Stefan Richer, who has a face-off rating of 2. So it is even. Let's see if this power play can go. And that is a 2, and thrown out. Visitor 2-8 or home 9-12. And that is a 10. So the home is thrown out. So Richer is thrown out of the circle. And now the face-off rating is going to go to Tommy Abilene. It doesn't really matter. They all have face-off ratings of 0s. Tommy Abilene, he finished the year with Calgary that year. This is the rosters on the opening night on that year. And I'm probably going to play another game against the Devils to start a season with the Panthers. We'll see. So Stu Barnes will now up against Abilene, so now it's advantage +2. That is a 7, and that goes to Barnes, so Barnes has the puck. So now I got to go to the special teams chart. Man advantage. Barnes has it. That is a 40. That's 45. So that is a 26. And that is going to be intercepted by the left wing. So that's taken by Abilene. So he intercepts the puck. Abilene has it. 25. And that is a 3 for Abilene shorthanded. And shorthanded. Okay, so SSG forward on point. Neutral zone face-off X. I keep on forgetting on that. SOGFP. And I know it's as a forward on a point. I know that. So since the play result is 3, shot on goal, which counts as shot on goal. Only when a forward, left wing, center, or right wing is playing the point. Otherwise, it's a neutral zone face-off. So he's not playing the point, so that's a face-off. All right. Because Abilene would have to be on defense, so he's not. So that's a neutral zone face-off. And that is a time sequence. So far, nothing going on for the Panthers there. So we now 1 minute left in the power play. Barnes will go up against Richer again. Barnes has it's an even face-off, so that's 11. Visitor left defenseman, so that goes to Jeff Smith. That's if the power play team has a forward playing defense. Okay. All right. All right, so Smith has the puck. And that is a 65. That is a 35. And 65, that is a 35. And that's a penalty, 2-minute minor on Smith. So Smith gets called for a penalty, 2-minute minor. So now we're on a 4. Now we have a 4-on-4. So Jeff Smith gets called for a penalty on that one. Penalty, 2-minute minor. So he's out now for that. And that takes care of the power play, which means that it's 4-on-4. And then the Devils will have a 1-minute power play. And so what we'll do is we'll keep the lines up. And we'll move. I'm going to go ahead and move. Let's see here. So it's a 4-on-4. So this guy is gone. And the lines are going to change anyway. So I'm going to take him off the ice totally. And I'll go ahead and move Lowry back to defense. And I'll move Barnes over to that position. I guess I can do that. All right. I hope I did that right. So now it's a 4-on-4 for 1 minute, and then the Devils will have a 1-minute power play. We'll keep the lines the same. Not going to make any changes. So now it is going to be Stu Barnes against Richer for the for the 4-on-4. And that is a 7. And that is even. That goes to the home center. And there is no center there, so I'll re-roll. You would take a defenseman of the line and put him on defense. But doesn't that kind of mess up the lines a bit? Doesn't that kind of mess up the lines? Take a defenseman of the line and put him on defense. Well, why not? Let's do it. So pretty much. So we have. So the next defenseman I would probably take would be Murphy. So Murphy would take his spot. And Barnes will come out there. Yeah, but you want to have defense playing defense and a forward playing forward. Okay, you got it. So Murphy, actually, I'm not going to use Murphy. I'm going to use Jason Woolley. He can play the left defense position better. And now it's a 4-on-4. Okay, so 4-on-4. Both centers are out. All right, so Lowry and Hull, and I got to keep track of what lines they were on too. I am using my baseball to keep track of the lines, forwards in that. All right, so Lowry will go up against Richer. I'll re-roll it. So that is a 7 home center, but there is no center. So I re-roll that again on the face-off. I think that's what we do. Yep, roll again. 5. And that is home left wing. So home left wing. So that is Tommy Albaline. So Albaline has the puck. That is a 9. I'm sorry, that's 9. That's a 45. And that is a 20. That is a 26 for Albaline. Forechecking is still 2. So forechecking here. So that's a 45. So that's a 26. Intercepted by the right defenseman. So that is taken by Paul Laws. So I'm change. Paul Laws has it. He was pretty much the Panthers goon. He was the goon of the Panthers that year. Paul Laws. He was the goon. 62. And Paul Laws has an 8. And that is a shot on goal, forecheck 11 wide shot. So that's the first time I've come up with that. So forechecking let's see. So forecheck 11 equals 11 wide shot. So forechecking is 3. So 3, 4, 4. So no, it's not a shot on goal. Forecheck 11. Let me tuck that goal. Hold on. Timeout. So forecheck 11. I don't think that's the first time I actually had that one. This means the player in possession of the puck will get a shot on goal only if the total forecheck ratings of the left wing, center, right wing, the line on the ice at the time are equal to or greater than the number after the equal sign. If not, the player shot wide. Refer to the wide shot chart on page 12. Reroll and fall. Okay, so it's not greater than. So it's not greater than 11. So it's a wide shot. And that is a 4. And goalie freezes wild carom off the ends for a defensive zone face-off. It's a wide shot. So Brodeurs get it. Wide shot chart. Let me go to the wide shot chart here. So let's see. Roll both dice and add them. Compare the total of the combined clearing rating for the defenseman. If the roll is greater than the clearing rating, re-roll and check below. So wide shot. So clearing 2 is a 3. So if the roll is higher than the clearing rating, check the wide shot chart. So Chambers and Person. So that's a 3. So now I'm rolling one die here or 2. So let's see here. Roll both dice and add them. Okay. So a 3, and that is a 10. So they don't clear. So they don't clear that. If I'm right on that. If the roll is greater than the clearing rating, re-roll and check below. So it is lower than the clearing rating. So we roll the wide shot. 6, shot on goal, second highest scoring forward. So the second highest scoring forward is Lowry. So Lowry has it. So Lowry has a shot on goal. His shot range is a 22. 25. Nope, that's going to be saved by Brodeur. Saved by Brodeur, 62. And that is going to be a 5. And that is a save picked up by the right wing. So Stephane Richer gets it. And now the Devils are on a 1-minute power play. So Bobby Holik is now there, comes on the ice. So now the Devils are on a 1-minute power play with 5 minutes left to play, second period. Richer has the puck. 26, and that is a 24. And that is going to be intercepted by the left defenseman. So that's intercepted by Woolley. 62. That is a 9, shorthanded, and that's intercepted by the right defenseman. So that's intercepted by Chambers. No time change. 2. That's a 1. Chambers has a shot on goal. His shot range is 11. But I know on a power play, add 2, which is a 13. Florida doesn't have has a 0 for a penalty kill. So Chambers has a 13 on Van Beesbrook. Wow, he's got a chance on it, a 12. Chambers has a shot on the Beezer for a power play. He needed a 13 or lower. He got a 12. The Beezer's got to make a save here on Chambers. Let's see if he can. It's a potential goal. Van Beesbrook takes it. That is a 15. That is a 3. Save by the Beezer. He makes a save. Picked up by the center. So the Beezer makes a save. Picked up by the center, but there is no center. So does that mean that goes to Holik for the Devils since there's no center? I'll check that real quick. Beezer makes the save. Shot on net by Chambers, but Beezer makes the save. Let me double check the goalie thing here. So, let's see here. Or any other player. Save picked up by center. Roll both dice. The results between 2 and 8. If the position listed is not occupied at the time, then the goalie instead held onto the puck for a face-off. Okay, so it's a face-off. So Beezer turns that into a face-off. And the power play is over. So down to 4 minutes left in the period. Wow, Sean Chambers needed because of the power play, made a shot range of 13. He rolled a 12, a 1-2, and the Beezer had to make a save. So still no score here, and we're going to have a line change, and the power play is over, so we'll change lines. So Laws goes into this one. I know Laws goes into that. So we'll do a lines change here. This will be the final line change of the period. So let's see, right wing, center. Bill Lindsay. I know Bill Lindsay's got to bring back a couple of nightmares for you on that there, Dave. Because Bill Lindsay in the playoff game against the Bruins made a heck of a goal on Bill Ranford. I don't know if you remember that, but I certainly do. Bill Lindsay made a heck of a play make a goal on Bill Ranford in the playoff game against the Panthers. I'm pretty sure that brings back a few nightmares. That was a pretty good series too. That Panther Bruin series was pretty good. All right, so this will be the final line change of the period. So these guys will be on the ice for the rest of the period. So still no score between the Panthers and the Devils. Scoring back in the 90s, I'll tell you, really wasn't that high. I mean, it was the 1990s to me was a defensive year for hockey. It really was. They didn't start increasing scoring, until about the 2000s when they started making changes. I mean, back in the 90s, you still couldn't make a pass over 2 lines. That rule was in effect. All right, so a face-off between Jesse Belanger and Brylan. And Sergei Brylan here at center ice. 4 minutes left to play in this period. And that is a 10, and it's a +1 Belanger for the Panthers. So that's a 10, and that goes to the disadvantage center. That goes to Brylan. So Brylan actually wins the face-off there. So Devils with the puck. And that is a 13, a 22. And that is intercepted by the center. So that goes to Belanger. He has it. 51. That is a 3 for Belanger. Shot on goal tip in. But let's see if the ODAI changes that. So let's see here. So let's see. 3, 9, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Nope. That's just going to be at 15. That's a 0. So that's going to be a shot on goal tip in. So I got to go to the tip in chart, I think. See here. Shot on goal tip in. I'll get to that. When a tip in is possible, roll a die to determine the player taking the temp. It cannot be the original shooter. So we roll, and that is a 6. So the player with the 3rd highest offensive I rating. And let's see, Lindsay's a 5, Belanger's a 6, Dvorak is a 4, Warner's a 5, and Svela is a 4. So third highest rating. So Belanger is number 1. Lindsay and Dvorak are tied for second. If tied, choose a forward over defenseman. I'm going to go ahead and give it to I'm going to give it to Bill Lindsay. So Lindsay has the tip in, and his rating is a 5. There's a 5, so we roll. It's a 5 or low. So let's see. And that is a 2, and that's going to be a wide shot. That is a wide shot. So Smith and Danico, their clearing rating is 8. Roll both dice and add them. And that is a 6. If the roll is greater than the clearing rating, re-roll and check below. It is not greater than clearing rating, so that wide shot. So Smith and Danico comes a wide shot. And let's see, it's not higher than the clearing rating, so that's going to be a face-off, I think. Am I right about that? Let's see here. Keep on forgetting the clearing ratings and such. Sorry, guys. No, I'm taking too long here. I know. Don't worry. My baseball game tonight won't be too long. Won't be as long as the hockey. Well, actually, that's not true. My baseball games are pretty long, also. Depending on what happens. So wide shot. If the sum of the dice is greater than the combined, then refer to the wide shot. Otherwise, the puck is frozen. All right, so it's frozen. So defensive zone face-off. That's what I thought. All right, so Belanger and Brylan. So his puck is frozen, and we have a face-off again. So Belanger and Brylan. Belanger's a +1, so Panthers advantage. That is a 10, and that goes to Brylan, so he wins another face-off. So Brylan with the puck, and that is a 23. That's a 22 for Brylan, and that is intercepted by the center, so Belanger takes the puck. 21, and that is a 31 for Belanger, and that is a pass. Physical 10, though, so let's see what the physicality is. So 2, 4, 9, 11. Yep, that's going to be intercepted by the left defenseman. So that's intercepted by Danico. Danico, 63. That's a 25. That's intercepted by the right defenseman, so that's taken care of by Svela. 43 for Svela. That is a 9. That's a block shot. That's a block shot. I'm just going to give that to the left defenseman. Thank you there, Mr. Dave. And that goes to Danico. He'll just take it to left defense. A left defenseman, a block shot. I know there's the block shot rule, but I wonder if I can use that. Let's see. Block shots chart. Let me see something here. Hold on. Each player's rating for block shots. This rating can be from 0 to 3, with 3 being the best. If the block shot results. If a shot is blocked first, I'm going to block the shot. The right-hand portion of the block shot chart is page 15. Configured, and that's an optional rule. All right, I'm just going to take it for the left defenseman. I'm not trying not to use that many optional rules. So Danico will take the shot. That's blocked. He has it. Ken Danico, 14, and that is a 30. And that's going to be icing. And we have a face-off coming up as Danico ices the puck. 1 minute 30 left to play in this period. Still no score here between these two. Belanger and Brylan will face off. Panthers are the +1. That is a 4. the disadvantaged left defenseman. So that goes to Danico. Danico gets it. And that is, I'll re-roll that. That's a leaner. And that's going to be 23. And that's going to be a 22. And that's intercepted by Belanger. He gets the puck. 35. And that is a 4. Belanger has a shot on goal opportunity. But let's see. But it is ODAI. So let's see what happens here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And that is no change. So it's going to be a shot on goal for Belanger. That's a shot on goal for Belanger. He has a 23. Nope. Brodeur will go ahead and take care of that easily. And that is a 66. That is a 1 for Brodeur. And that save picked up by the left defenseman. So that goes to Danico. He has no problem making it. 30 seconds left to play in the period. Danico has it. 56. That's a 34. And we got a penalty, a 2-minute penalty on Ken Danico with 30 seconds left to play in the period. But that is a time sequence, so it actually goes down to 0. And that means the Panthers are going to start with a power play to start the third period. I hope I did most of this right. It'll take a few playthroughs, but we'll get it right. But so after 2 periods, we still got no score between the Panthers and the Devils. Danico is a goon. Yeah, he is. He's a goon. But Paul Laws is the big goon for the Panthers. He's the big goon. Paul Laws is the big goon for the Panthers. He has a minimum of 44 and a major of 56. So Paul Laws was the Florida goon that year for the Panthers. He was the Florida goon. He was the big goon for the Panthers. Danico, Jason Smith actually was the goon for the Devils. He had a major of 31 that year. But you're right, though, Gardner. He is a goon. Ken Danico was a goon. So we played 2 periods here. Still no score. Beezer made a big save, and Brodeur made a big save. Most of the shot. Scoring, like I said, back in the 90s was a little bit not much high scoring during the 90s. If you got a goal against, the thing about it, that's why I love the 90s, because some of the goalies I know, Tom Barrasso, Ken Reggett, Cujo, Curtis Joseph, John Van Beesbrook, of course, Ron Hextall from the Flyers, Bill Ranford from the Bruins, Grant Fuhrer, Andy Moog, Kelly Rudy. I know most of those goalies from that time. I don't know. I know I don't know. I've not kept stats on the goals, Dave. I've not kept any stats on shots on goal. I've not kept any stats. I know there's been I think it's been maybe like, but then again, I have 2 great goalies in the net. Martin Brodeur was an awesome goalie, Hall of Famer. NHL Hall of Famer, and Beezer's not a Hall of Famer, but Beezer is not a Hall of Famer. He's not in the NHL Hall of Fame, but 95-96 was one of his better years. So many Hall of Fame goalies during this time. Remember, also don't forget you had Patrick Waugh. He started this. Patrick Waugh. Funny. He started the year in Montreal and wound up in Colorado to win a cup. I thought the 93 conference final of the Kings and Leafs were the most exciting. Yeah, that was a great year in 93-94. I thought the Panthers series between the Penguins in 95-96 was one of the best series I ever saw. The 95-96 series between the Penguins and the Panthers. That was a heck of a series. And what players they had. The Penguins had Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr. I mean, that was a heck of a team too. I don't know. I mean, today I hardly know anybody on hockey today. I mean, I did watch the Panthers series against the Lightning. Another tough series for the Panthers. Again, a great year for the Panthers, but again, getting kicked out in the first round. But then the Lightning really were a better team. Although the Panthers, that kid the Panthers have and goalie Spencer Knight, they better lock him up. I think he could be. I think he looks pretty good. They better lock him up. I think Spencer Knight's going to be someone the Panthers can rely upon in the future. Well, that's it here. I'm not going to play the third. I'll play that a little. Maybe I'll play that a little later. I'm going to give maybe someone else a chance to stream. So I'll play the third maybe a little later between the Panthers and the Devils. We'll see if this ends in a 0-0 tie or something. This is the 95-96 season, though they did not have shootouts. They played a 5-minute overtime, and if there was nothing there, it ended in a tie. So that's it here from Continental Airlines Arena between the Panthers and the Devils. I'll hang it up here for now. We'll probably play a third period later. Remember, baseball, 1976 season restart. The Yankees and the Rangers tonight, Texas Rangers tonight. For baseball as we get the 76 season underway. For those of you who did not watch the All-Star game I did a couple of days ago, please watch it. It was a blast. It was a lot of fun. 76 All-Star game. But it's time to get ready for the playoff push in the 1976 season. So Uncle Dave Gardner, I should say. Uncle Dave, Steeler fan, Gillies Tebow. Let's see who else I got here. Thank you all for joining me for a little APBA hockey. We'll complete this game. Don't worry about it. I'm going to sign off for now. And we'll see you guys a little later. Stay safe, healthy, smart, and strong. We'll catch you later. After 2 periods, the Panthers and the Devils, no score in a goalie exhibition between Van Beesbrook and Brodeur. See you guys later. Take care.